The atmosphere around China, Taiwan, and the United States is heating up every day. Just one wrong step and we could be facing a World War III showdown between the two strongest militaries in the world. And if Russia decides to get involved, then suddenly the prospect of nuclear conflict won't seem so far-fetched. Of course, we don't think this situation will actually come to blows, but now's the perfect time to compare the armaments of China and the United States. Besides, where else could you see this kind of battle if not in a video? A supersonic drone versus the world's fastest fighter, a laser tank versus a cluster munition howitzer, an unmanned aircraft carrier versus the world's largest ship. Who would win? We'll find out soon. Let's start with the fighter jets. After all, they were the catalyst for this whole mess when Chinese planes penetrated the territory of Taiwan. Let's consider the J-20 as an example. This is a multi-purpose fighter that was created with stealth technology as its #1 priority. It's capable of flying at speeds up to 1,300 miles per hour. At this speed, it can easily reach a stratospheric altitude of 65,000 feet. Remarkably, this means that the fighter can avoid detection by virtually any air defense system, and that's definitely a plus. The aircraft is armed with a variety of weapons, including 8 400-pound PL-12 air-to-air homing missiles. These pack enough combat power to neutralize absolutely any air target up to 60 miles away. The missile autonomously identifies its target and begins pursuit. To help with this, the J-20 has an onboard computer that makes adjustments to its flight path. For close-range missions, the fighter has been equipped with a large-caliber cannon that's even capable of destroying large targets if they fly slow enough. If ground equipment poses a threat, then earth-shaking adjustable aerial bombs can be deployed. The aircraft also has defensive weapons like an automatic missile system. It works in tandem with a built-in radar and terrain scanner. This bundle can easily handle any threat. It's entirely possible that the J-20 could become a full-fledged drone in the near future, although China doesn't really need it because they already have a drone that can perform all the functions of a fighter. It's called the GJ-11, and its capabilities are enough to surprise anyone. This drone is capable of flying at speeds of over 600 miles per hour and dropping half-ton homing projectiles right on the enemy's head. Just one of these explosives can easily demolish an entire building, and the GJ-11 can carry up to 4 of them at a time. In addition, the drone has a stealthy outer coating that keeps it invisible to radar. Its hidden engine and low-profile shape also contribute to its impressive camouflage. The GJ-11 is designed to fly right up to the enemy unnoticed and destroy it. Simple as that. Even when it runs out of ammo, the drone can still fulfill a useful reconnaissance function. It has specially designed radar that are capable of detecting the movement of a person. As for navigation, the drone utilizes satellite communication that allows it to transmit information in real time. Not bad for a drone, huh? So what does the US have to oppose such a threat? Oh, nothing much, just the fastest plane in the world. We're talking about the F-35 Lightning II, the latest version of which surpasses all other modern fighters in every possible way. It can fly farther and faster, has improved sensory capabilities, and is also capable of destroying any target in its path. For dealing with large air targets, it's armed with ASRAAM guided cruise missiles capable of accelerating to speeds of 2,500 miles per hour. It definitely knows what it's doing and can handle any opponent. For smaller targets, it has a 4-barreled cannon that turns everything it touches into Swiss cheese. Need to attack a target on the ground? No problem. Just use the AGM-158. It's a 2,000-pound high-precision projectile that strikes quickly, accurately, and with devastating effect. Feeling a little outnumbered by the enemy? Time to use some cluster bombs that'll scatter into 1,000 explosive fragments. Need to cut off your enemy's intelligence? Well, HARM anti-radiation missiles will hunt down and destroy any enemy reconnaissance structures at high speeds. And for its final trick, our special guest will perform a nuclear strike. Of course, the chances it would be needed are slim, but the F-35 can certainly do it. In terms of technology, this aircraft has left other, more familiar fighters in the dust. It's now essentially a weaponized jet-powered computer that can connect to other aircraft as well as ground troops processing thousands of pieces of information every second. As far as stealth goes, how could it not have the best? Aside from the standard radar-absorbent skin, the Lightning is equipped with a radar blocking system, all in the name of secrecy. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention its speed. The F-35 can reach an incredible 1,500 miles per hour. No wonder they call it the Lightning. The US plane clearly has the advantage over the Chinese one, but drones are a different story. America owns the MQ-9 Reaper UAV, which carries 500-pound laser-guided bombs and even air-to-air missiles for destroying other drones. It can also survey large areas and identify targets from a height of about 39,000 feet. However, the MQ-9 Reaper is only a third as fast as the Chinese GJ-11, and in today's modern warfare, speed is king. Okay, so we've covered the air forces. Now let's bring it down to ground level, where the strongest tanks from both sides will battle it out. China boasts the Type 99 modern battle tank designed for absolute dominance over the enemy. Despite its size, this Colossus can reach a speed of 50 miles per hour. This isn't just a cannon on wheels, but a true Terminator that can kill anything it lays its eyes on. To do this, the tank is armed with a 125mm main gun. Its heat rounds are capable of penetrating even the toughest of armor. When a projectile reaches its target, a thin jet of hot metal is released from the warhead, which penetrates the hull of the vehicle and creates an internal explosion. The catchphrase, "one shot, one kill," certainly applies to this weapon. But such a large caliber isn't always the right solution. For smaller enemies, the tank has two machine guns of different sizes. The pair of them can fire in extremely fast bursts, which of course eats up ammunition quickly, but the results are worth it. Besides all this, the Type 99 is a true laser tank. It's equipped with the JD3 integrated laser system. Upon receiving a signal that an enemy's laser beam has been irradiated, the turret is directed towards the target. A low-power pulsating beam is then emitted to determine the target's exact location, after which the laser instantaneously increases its power to a critical level. The charge instantly disables the enemy's optics and can even blind the operator. The Chinese certainly know what they're doing when it comes to technology. How will Taiwan respond? Their main tanks are already pretty outdated, but the US is sure to send their M1A2 Abrams to the rescue. This is America's main fighting machine, one which has been hardened and proven its worth in many battles. That's why many experts consider the Abrams to be the strongest tank on the planet. There are actually several reasons for this. The first is its 120mm smoothbore gun capable of destroying even the most fortified enemy positions. It can be used in a variety of situations thanks to its versatile projectile selection. It can choose from armor-piercing, high-explosive, anti-personnel, and finally, cluster rounds for blasting groups of equipment to smithereens. Unlike the Chinese Type 99, the Abrams has 3 machine guns instead of just 2. This allows the tank to protect itself from all sides and also leaves the enemy nowhere to hide from the rain of lead that it lays down. The second reason the M1A2 is considered the best is its armor. Its 43-inch thick anti-ballistic composite plates protect against most types of weapons. Of course, the tank can be successfully hit, but not before bypassing an active complex that automatically fires small projectiles to deflect incoming missiles. The Abrams is even equipped with a system of protection against weapons of mass destruction, which, if necessary, can provide a supply of clean air and create excess pressure to keep radioactive dust out. Simply put, this tank can survive a nuclear explosion. Both the American and Chinese tanks are capable of achieving outstanding results in battle, but their power pales in comparison to this next weapon. Let's move on to the ocean, the realm of giants. I'm talking about aircraft carriers. Not only do these whales have impressive dimensions, but also incredible fighting power. Let's start with America. Since the beginning of the current conflict, its ships have already been put on combat duty, including the Gerald Ford-class aircraft carrier. This is the largest and most powerful warship ever built, bigger than 3 football fields. It carries 90 aircraft on board for various purposes, including the aforementioned F-35 fighter jets, super powerful Super Hornet attack aircraft, various bombers, aircraft specializing in electronic countermeasures, and even combat helicopters. It's an independent fighting force that's on alert 24/7 and is always ready for a fight. And it certainly does have someone to fight. China has the most technologically advanced ship called Zhu Haiyun, which also happens to be the world's first unmanned aircraft carrier. It carries a whole fleet of various drones, from aircraft to nuclear boats. It may sound too good to be true. This innovation has already been tested and is currently located in China's territorial waters. Among the aircraft carrier's weapons are giants like the WZ-7 Sword Dragon and the Winglong 2. The former is capable of reconnaissance at a distance of up to 6,200 miles from an altitude of 59,000 feet. With the latest optical systems installed under its belly, not even a fly could escape its gaze. The latter drone is used for offensive measures and uses 12 guided missiles and laser homing bombs. Don't forget the aforementioned GJ-11, which can just as easily be launched from this ship. Among its unmanned surface drones is the Jari combat boat, featuring the latest electro-optical sensors, radars, sonars, and other cool equipment. The boat can be armed with a torpedo tube, anti-tank missiles, and even nuclear bombs. Oh yeah, the Jari can also launch a combat drone with a 30mm autocannon, a robot that controls robots that can control robots. Sounds promising. And leading this nightmarish swarm will be a single artificial intelligence capable of coordinating launches, movements, and returns to base. Surely by now you're just as impressed as I am with the military capabilities of China and the United States. It's hard to decide which one's stronger, so I suggest you do that in the comments. Well folks, our video's over. Thanks for watching. Your likes are very motivating for us as we continue to develop more content. Don't forget to give us those thumbs up. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.